Hey guys, I'm Nick Uvarov and that's the PROFB Fingerboards, and today I'll make a review on a new shape of PROFB decks that had just came out recently, so let's check it out. And it's called the F-shape, that stands for flowing. And if you take a closer look at the deck, you'll notice how smooth the dips are, the concave, the kicks, everything about this deck is flowing. The goal was to create a deck that looks like a real skateboard and at the same time it's fun and comfortable to fingerboard on it and easy to control for sure. Well, it took a lot of time, trial and errors to create such a deck, the PROFB F-shape deck. And now you can see the result. And the most amazing part about this deck is that with the relatively small wheelbase that's just 55.55 millimeters, the deck can be as long as 98 millimeters, and that means that even those who love longer decks can also have a chance to enjoy this beauty. And to show you how PROFB F-shape deck is similar to a real skateboard, I just break my street skate setup, put it in a park and place the PROFB F-shape on top of it. And now you can see how similar the kicks are and especially how smooth the concave and the dips are on both of these decks. To say we had really hard times developing the PROFB F-shape so that this shape is really comfortable and easy to ride and to do tricks, and in fact it turned out so that all the team riders, all the PROFB team riders love the F-shape, and it's like amazing. And the thing is that even I loved it. Though I'm the fan of the high kick decks and long decks, maybe 100 mil decks, and it's really fun to fingerboard on it. And as all PROFB decks, the PROFB F-shape deck is made with 5 plies of maple, the hardest tree on earth, not taking exotics into account. And the thing is that this provides the deck with a really strong, extraordinary, crispy pop, like really strong pop. And the special technology of deck production provides the deck with the longest pop life ever. I mean, ever. It will last for years. And for sure all the edges of the deck are carefully handcrafted all along the deck. I mean, both top and the bottom. And if you look from the side on the deck, you will note how it's surrounded like a real skateboard. And the holes in PROFB F-shape deck, as well as in all PROFB decks, are made in such a way that they do fit all the trucks known for today in the world. I mean, like, you can install any trucks you get on any PROFB deck. And of course we cannot put aside the graphics, because PROFB decks have 2 types of graphics. The real streetwear graphics, like in a real skateboard, I mean the heat transfer, in fact it's a real skateboard graphics applied on a fingerboard. And the second type of graphics that's in my hand right now, it's slowwear graphics, that is that's technology of a direct print on a wood and then lacquering it. And the thing is that these graphics is a lot more expensive, but it has its pros because it's more clear, it's have higher definition, it doesn't have that small dots that you can see on a skateboard graphics, and in terms of fingerboarding, where the image is pretty small, it really matters. And the next thing is, this is not a paper, not a vinyl or etc. It's not a kind of an application, I mean, like a sticker, and while it will be wearing off, it will not hang out with some crisps or tearing off. You will not face it. The thing is that it's made with a direct print right on wood with inks, and then it's covered with a lacquer that we will review later. So for those guys who love their decks to look fresh as long as possible, this is definitely too well. And now let's talk about the lacquer. The lacquer on the PROFB decks is nuts. It's ultra nuts. I mean, because this lacquer is not just shiny and smooth, like it's very smooth and shiny, it's extremely strong and strong and hard. And if I will be hitting like really hard this lacquer on any ledge, you will not see any dips or any scratches. I will come to the camera right now so you can see, so you can closely see. It doesn't focus, but you can see the glancing, that there are no any dips or scratches. Yeah, like this, you see. No any dips or scratches on this deck, because this is a professional lacquer and it's not possible to lacquer the decks with that lacquer at your home. And like, this is so awesome, and it's very durable. It will be gradually wearing and wearing and wearing off little by little, and you will get joy from it. Just trust me, this is so awesome. And one more extremely wonderful thing about this lacquer is that it slides on any obstacle pretty smooth without any waxing, you know. This is a really our proud achievement in deck production, because a lot of years of testing lacquer, and I know a lot of deck productions that when you start fingerboarding on the deck, it becomes crispy, it looks like broken glass or mirror, and it's not so pleasant for your soul to hold such a fingerboard. And with that deck, even if you skated it for half a year, it will still look pretty fresh. So you can see right now on your screen our fingerboard that we have been writing for more than a month, and you can see how the tail is matte. It's a little bit wiped out, but it's not that much scratched or crisped, and it's not that much wear off. But we've been fingerboarding it for 1 month, maybe almost every day. But for sure, if you will deliberately scratch it on any obstacle or even like a knife or something sharp, for sure it will become scratchy when you can scratch until you cut the board into parts. Because come on, this is life, this is real physics, and if you apply extreme force on it, for sure it will you will even cut the deck in half. Well, now let's review what PROFB F-SHAPE deck is. It's a flowing shape of that looks like a real skateboard, and at the same time it's developed by professional requirements of top fingerboarders. I mean the PROFB Pro team, and we invested a lot of time developing the shape. I mean, everything about the shape is really thought through, really deeply thought through. The kicks, the angle of the kicks, and I mean the nose, the tail, the difference between the nose and the tail in any shape of the deck, the concave, the dips, everything, so you can easily do tricks, learn new tricks, because this fingerboard, this deck is really good for beginners as well as for professional riders, because it's easy to ollie, easy to flip, to switch. When you're a pro, real skilled rider, it's easy to control the deck. You will feel comfortable doing tricks on it. So this deck is really too well for many different riders. And the thing is that it really has really strong, crispy, solid pop that will last for a long time, and it has awesome shiny, very smooth lacquer that's so durable, and it will gradually wear little by little, wear off little by little. So the wheelbase is 55.5 mils. Is good for those who love shorter decks, but due to the deck can be 98 millimeters long, it's also will be a fun for those who have longer fingers, because it just feels different, and you will like have so much pleasure just holding this deck in your arms, just looking how shiny it is, even after like skating like on a sliding, grinding, etc. After months, you will hold it in your arms and like have joy from it, how freshly it does look. So this is really good deck for those who want to feel something new and to rise their level up. And yeah, of course you will ask, where can I buy this deck? First of all, you can go to PROFB.shop right now and get this PROFB F-SHAPE deck. That's our official webshop. And of course you can go to your local fingerboard store, skateboard shop, and ask for PROFB decks. But before you do this, I bet you are waiting for some really good tricks on PROFB F-SHAPE setup, and for sure, let's do it. Let's go.
Hey, where are you going? He can do tricks well. I'll help him. Let's go.